The hard part was identifying the bodies, having to go and, with my friends and go identify people because nobody would come and do it.
I was in the news department at the Picayune when the call came in, and two of us responded. I think I was the first one on the scene, and I had no idea what I was getting ready to see when I arrived at the upstairs lounge.
Well, when the door was opened, I could see a glow of fire from behind me. And by the time I turned to look, and I'm thinking, this isn't happening. I remember seeing actually the indoor-outdoor carpeting that was on the floor raised up off the floor, and the fire went under it. And then after that, just suddenly the center of the room just went right straight across the fire, there burning the people that were sitting there.
It was just chaos. They were still trying to get survivors out of the building. Some of the men that were up there were sitting on the sidewalk. Some were partially burned. Some were in critical condition.
Everybody was screaming. Everybody was just so confused. Several people that had jumped out of the windows hurt either fatally or hurt so bad that they from the burns.
The next morning I got up and went to work where I was not out. I was pretty much out with my family and everybody else that knew me, but not at work. And to have to go through the day without or trying to minimize whatever reaction or emotions that you were having from the fire was very, very difficult.
It was totally, utterly incomprehensible how invisible our community was at that time. Fear of being arrested, fear of being put in an insane asylum, fear of losing your job, fear of isolating your family. I'm sure people had friends that died in the fire, but the next day when they went to work, they could not show their grief. They could not openly weep or talk about it.
Like anything in any town you go to, 9/11, you go by the tower, there's, whether you had a friend or not a friend, or you're not from New York, it hits you. And you look up that plaque and you look up and you go, holy shit, this really happened. And at the time, or still probably today, it's still classified as the city's worst tragedy. And, I'm from Chicago, so we had the fire, right? Supposedly the goat kicking it over and it burned down the city. This is a New Orleans thing, and more people should know about it.
The sky above me is 6 feet overhead, the ground below me falls apart at the slightest tread. The world around me is a great white sea of red, and I